First of all, what do we know about what's harmful in vaping?
Thanks for having me, Kelly. Really excited to be here. Like your previous report had mentioned, it's tough to pick out a specific cause of a specific analyte that is causing these illnesses and deaths. But due to consumer demand, a lot of people are worried about vitamin E acetate, so we developed a test for that. And we're continuing to broaden the spectrum of what we test for other additives that people might want to see that could potentially be in those vape products.
So are people trying to avoid exposure to this overall? And tell us how this test works and what you're able to show people about that information.
Sure. Right now, the big demand is for vitamin E acetate testing. They've found that to be a common denominator across a lot of these products. So that's what's really been clamoring for demand right now. But we are developing that test further, adding more fillers and additives to that people want to see.
Are you working with companies like, some major manufacturers or anything like that? Is this more a tool for local regulators or even for consumers? Who can use this product?
The regulators haven't quite reached the point where they're asking for this testing yet. We are working with a number of large cannabis and hemp brands. We are open to taking on larger e-cig and other vape product brands as well. But right now, most of our demand comes from the CBD and THC side.
Yes, because traditionally, just so people are aware, you had developed a way for people to have more, security about what's in those products. And by the way, some of what may be causing the damage with vaping could also be those harmful materials, right? What are you able to detect and pick up on?
So what we test for in the typical cannabis supply chain are contaminants like pesticides, fungicides, plant growth regulators, heavy metals, residual solvents. But the demand for these additional additives, I think it's really important. We don't know where the science is quite yet and what really is the cause, but the more that we can dive deeper in here, and if the regulators can get involved and people like the CDC to help us get to the bottom of it, and then we can make sure that the products that are in the legal supply chain don't contain these contaminants.
Right, so it's fair to say that both for cannabis, where you started, and maybe now for vaping, there simply needs to be a level of disclosure, an ability to test for what's actually in the product that I'm buying, yes?
Correct. We're all about transparency, and we think there should be transparency throughout the entire supply chain, both in cannabis, hemp, and in e-cigarettes as well.
How much does one of your product or tests cost?
It depends on the type of test. If you're looking to just test for the vape fillers, it's about $125. Tests ranging to full compliance for California cannabis standards can be up to $900.